Hi guys, welcome back to The Social Tune, and today we're going to talk about the new album by Sunny Sweeney, Trophy. You know, it's kind of disheartening just how much disdain some country fans have for the mainstream. Sure, you could argue it's because they have better taste, but I feel that one of the big reasons why a lot of the mainstream won't give country music a chance is because country music won't give their music a chance. I love Sturgill Simpson as much as the next guy, but his utter disdain for so much modern country can get to be a little bit much. Or hell, even Alan Jackson, one of my favorite country artists of all time, allegedly pointedly walked out of Beyoncé's performance of Daddy Lessons at the CMAs last year. And why would you do that? Daddy Lessons is a great song, but anyway, in my opinion, that disdain is the reason that so many people have tended to overlook Sunny Sweeney, a Texas singer-songwriter who used to be signed to our good old buddy Nashville, more specifically Big Machine Records. And with a name like that, you couldn't possibly associate them with a cold, dead-eyed machine that serves out gruel to a public that expects no more or less. Well, maybe less. But anyway, she's actually had a fair bit of success, including a top 10 hit on the country charts in 2010 called A Table Away. But she eventually decided to leave all of that behind her in order to pursue her true calling, her true love, Texas. Which means, yep, this is an independent release, and one that I've been looking forward to ever since I heard her last album, Provoked, which wasn't great, but showed a lot of promise. It was just that it still kind of felt like a Nashville release, and it was a little bit too pop for a lot of country music fans' tastes. So, even if no one else was going to, I optimistically decided to give this album a listen. And as it turns out, this is one of the very few times that my optimism paid off, because if you are not listening to this album, you are missing out. This is crisp, pure Texas country that avoids the traps of Josh Turner's last album, Deep South, to bring things back to the good old basics of gorgeously melodic country. And while I do have a few nitpicks, this is easily one of the best albums I've heard so far this year, and I can't tell you how happy that makes me. So let's not waste any more time, let's dive into the production on this album.
Spend so much time running around in that big old Pontiac. It's time to go back to where I learned what respect is. There's nothing wrong with Texas.
Now, as I mentioned in my recent review of Jamie Wyatt's last album, I'm a huge fan of traditional country with a bit of an extra bite to it. And thankfully, this album delivers in spades. Like, take the opening track, Past the Pain, where the subtle pianos and guitars create an incredibly intimate atmosphere that actually makes you feel like you're in the bar she's talking about in the song. Then you have the phenomenal swell of fiddles and deeper strings on Bottle by My Bed, the fluttering guitars on Grow Old With Me, or the more meaty riffs on Better Bad Idea and Why People Change. Or take the incredible crescendo on the closer, Unsaid, with the strings and the echoing kick drum creating one of the most progressive country songs that I've heard in a while. And then you get the gorgeous harmonica that comes in on I Feel Like Hank Williams Tonight and Why People Change. But my favorite song on a compositional level was the title track, with the distant sizzle of the guitars contrasting beautifully with the drums, guitars, and fiddles on one of the best choruses I've heard all year. And that's before you get the great fiddle solo on the bridge. Absolutely fantastic song. Now this is all great, and it also helps that this album is only 10 tracks long and under 40 minutes. Thank you! And I really do have to give a lot of credit to the band backing her up here. They do a great job, as does the producer, Dave Brainard, who some of you may know as the producer of Brandy Clark's album, 12 Stories. Honestly, the production was so consistently great that I really don't have much to complain about. And yet, while I did really like the chorus on Better Bad Idea, the guitar tones weren't the best, and it also doesn't really carry the weight that a lot of these other tracks do. And while I honestly have no problem with its lyrics or instrumentation, Pills did feel a little stilted. The chorus just didn't really click for me. Still, I really do like both songs, and one of the big reasons why is Sunny Sweeney herself.
There's so much left unsaid. to the bone to see your name written in stone. Wish I could get
If you haven't been able to tell from the few clips that I've shown in this video thus far, this woman has a great voice. You can definitely see why Nashville wanted her on board and why she still has a following. Her range is fantastic, from her darker, huskier tones where she needs to be on songs like the title track, to her belting on Unsaid. She manages to match the instrumentation on that track, which, believe me, is not an easy task. And one of the big reasons why is her expressiveness, as she sells the grief on that song, Pass the Pain and Bottle by My Bed extremely well. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't have a fiery side, which definitely comes through on Trophy and Better Bad Idea. Or she can just sound gorgeous and likable, like on Nothing Wrong with Texas, Grow Old With Me, and I Feel Like Hank Williams Tonight. You really do feel that she's lived everything she's singing about. Plus, she's 40, which was a huge shock to me because she doesn't sound it and she certainly doesn't look it. But I'm getting off topic. What about the writing and content on this album?
I only call my husband babe because I love the word. Never wanted something so bad that it hurts. Even give up these damn old cigarettes. If I could have a bottle by my bed.
Well, for starters, this album doesn't exactly have a running theme. It's just a collection of songs that kind of revolve around her return to her roots, which of course is emphasized by the gorgeous track Nothing Wrong with Texas, which is Southern pandering done right, damn it. And really, all of these songs are either ridiculously well written, or engaging, or entertaining, or all three. Like take Pills, which has her meeting up with an old friend that she used to do drugs with. The imagery that she conjures up is just so vivid. And that's before the end of the song, where she realizes this person doesn't even recognize her and is probably still addicted and on their way to an early grave. Or you get her ranting at her bartender to just do his damn job and stop asking questions and giving her looks on Pass the Pain, which she also apologizes for later on that track, but she just wants to keep drinking. Not because it's going to make her feel better, but because what else is she supposed to do? I was initially thrown off by I Feel Like Hank Williams Tonight, purely because it felt like one of those songs that's been around for years. Well, as it turns out, it has, as it's actually a cover of the Jerry Jeff Walker song of the same name. Seriously, between this and Jamie Wyatt's excellent cover of Merle Haggard's Misery and Gin, how many excellent country covers are we going to get this year? And then, of course, you have the aching sadness of Unsaid, which has her standing at the grave of someone she knew, someone to whom she had so much left to say, so much unresolved issues, but now it's too late. And what makes the song so powerful for me, apart from the instrumentation and the vocals and the concept, are the descriptive lyrics that have her standing there on a Tuesday right by the highway. The extra details give it so much more weight.
I play classical music when it rains, country when I am in pain. I won't play Beethoven if the mood's just not right. I feel like Hank Williams tonight.
And of course, as if I didn't love this project enough, why not throw Laurie McKenna into the mix, who, as usual, is perfection, as she helped write the fantastic Nothing Wrong with Texas, as well as the heartwarming story of two old people deciding it's never too late and deciding to spend the rest of their lives together on Grow Old With Me. But most importantly, she helped write probably the two best songs on this album, Trophy and Bottle by My Bed. The former is an absolutely savage track from the point of view of a trophy wife. And the way they humanize a person who in so many scenarios you would just see as the villain or just as an object is pretty damn stunning. And I love how bitterly she embraces her role with great lines like, yeah, he's got a trophy now for putting up with you. And I'm just thinking out loud, but in the long run, doesn't a trophy mean you think he won? Damn, move over, hip-hop scene, that is a diss. But then you get Bottle by My Bed, an incredible song with an incredibly misleading title. Because no, it's not about drinking, it's about motherhood, with the bottle that she's missing out on being the bottle of milk for her baby. And while that may sound corny, her delivery is anything but, with the vivid imagery of the empty room at the top of the stairs, and lines like, "Right now our mortgage is the only thing that's due," which will always get to me no matter how many times I hear it. But then I read an article where Sunny Sweeney shared that she had actually had a miscarriage. And in all honesty, what can I say? What can I possibly add to that? It makes an already powerful song into something so much more tragic, dark, and deeply personal. So in a nutshell, this album is fantastic. It's got its issues, but some of the songs on this album are some of the best that I've heard so far this year. And I can say that this is easily Sunny Sweeney's best work to date. For me, extremely strong, 8 out of 10, can't recommend this highly enough. Incredible job, Miss Sweeney, thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. If there are any other albums coming out in the next month or so, please post them in the comments or tweet them at me so I can listen to them and possibly review them. You'll find a link to my Twitter in the description, feel free to follow me if you'd like. Please subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and until the next time, I'm Finn, and this is the Social Tunes, signing off.